So, my name is Michael, and just so you know that I don't know everything. One time in the building across the street over there, that's the office for some fairly good folks now, I was at a meeting with the man that tree that came down was named after. And he was trying to get people to come up with a solution to a problem. And they talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. And good old, at that time, white boy, me, old white man now, good old white boy me all of a sudden saw the answer, and I go, I know, and I told them. And Buddy Gray said to me, you still smoke cigarettes? And I said, no. And he said, well, we're going to take a cigarette break anyway. Can we go outside? Well, we went outside, and we're standing on the street, and the man that stump is named after looked at me and said, do you know what you just did? And I said, no. He said, you just stole the answer to this problem right out of the souls of 36 people who were going to come up with it, and now they're not going to buy into it because they're going to think it's yours. He was right. And I blew it. So to make it up to him today, and to the lot of you, I wanted to come here to say goodbye. Goodbye to my friend, who is now a stump, and goodbye to 59 of these trees. You know this, look at yourselves. You are sitting in the living room of the city of Cincinnati. You are sitting in the one place you can go on a day that's as hot as today, and there is shade, and there is breeze, and you are sheltered. So we have come to say goodbye to some of that shelter, and to say thank you for that shelter. In order to do that, I would like you all, if you would, to try. We passed around this little piece of paper that has the word breaths at the top of it. Breaths is the title of a poem by Barago Diop, and the music is by Sweet Honey and the Rock, and we'll play that for you later. But right now, I would love for you to just read it so you can hear these words, because they're important. Where you're sitting, where you're standing, started life when it became civilized as a cemetery. And there are a whole lot of dead souls still down there. And in fact, they may run into some of their skeletons when they dig up that parking lot over there and have to figure out what to do with it. This song is about what happens to ancestors. We'll read this as a poem, and then we'll take a little walk over here to where the parking lot is going to come in, where they're going to be able to drive in to get to the parking lot, and we'll say goodbye to those trees over there. And then we'll take another little walk right over here, and we'll go say maybe hello to that stump. And we'll see what we know about stumps when we get there. If you would read with me, this is the only trick to reading this. Every now and again, you're going to get to the word waters. When you get to the word waters, right after the word waters, do this. Go shh. And you'll be both quieting, and you'll also be making that sound that these trees make when the breeze blows through. Here we go. Got your paper? If you don't, find someone who does. Lean over their shoulder and read along. Listen more often to things than to beings. Listen more often to things than to beings. 'Tis the ancestor's breath when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestor's breath in the voice of the waters. Shh. Before you read again, let me tell you a little something. In Japan, where one of these trees right over here that gets to stay is actually from, There are huge groves of trees that surround the temples. And for years, people thought the trees were planted there to protect and shelter the temples. When the archaeologists went in to check it out and look and measure the ages, this is what they found out. They found out that those people thought the trees were divine. And they built the temples to honor the trees that were already there. Now that's the way you treat a tree. That's the way you have community. Read me the next verse.